Hi everybody. Yay, ready? Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Diana the Happy Lawyer time. Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Diana the Happy Lawyer time. And now here's Diana. No drums yet. Universe is sending me drums for Christmas, so my New Year's Eve show will probably have drums in it. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is Sunday night, I don't know. We're in the middle of December or the beginning of December. It's becoming a mishmash at the end of the year because everybody wants to, get so much stuff done. It's kind of crazy. So last week I was talking about us being creatures of habits. And that if we're going to be creatures of habit, that you should choose your habits wisely, and make sure that there's something that is that's benefiting you, and not things that are habitually making you frustrated or causing you stress. Make sure that you're doing habits that are going to make your life better, easier, anything that's going to do that. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Charlie. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. So if you want to hear more about the habitual habits and choosing wisely, listen to last week's playback and you'll get an idea about that. This week the show is if you can't get ahead, just keep up. And this topic came to me yesterday because I realized that my usual habit is to post the idea of the show or the title of the show on Thursdays, and then Friday and Saturday, and then of course Sunday. And the week was so busy between work and, parties, which I have to go to parties. I'm obligated to go to parties for work parties. And then I saw my brother doing a live show and just basic everything that was going on. Very busy week. I did not get ahead to a point where I could post the subject of the show on Thursday or Friday, and it wasn't until Saturday that I thought, I can't even get ahead. I'm lucky if I can just keep up with what's spinning, keep all the plates spinning. I don't know if you remember that. There was a guy on Ed Sullivan, if you're Ginny and Charlie, I'm sure you remember. This guy on Ed Sullivan, he would have plates on the top of a pointy stick all around. He'd be in the middle of a circle of plates, and he'd start spinning the plate. And then go to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And he'd keep all the plates spinning. And the trick was to keep all the plates spinning without letting any of them drop. And sometimes that's what life can be like. You pretty much just have to keep all the plates spinning and don't let any of them drop and crash to the ground. And that's what just keeping up is. And it's nice to be able to get ahead. And sometimes in life we can get ahead. Sometimes we can plan ahead for holidays that are coming up. People coming to visit, planning, if you have time to plan, getting your extra sheets and towels done. So I'm always with the laundry. I got a lot of laundry in my life. Sheets and towels so that your guests, for the holiday will have sheets and towels, or, going out and doing some early shopping so that you're, a little bit ahead of what's coming up. And that's always going to make life easier for you if you can get a little bit ahead, but that's not always possible. And especially in this busy, busy season with everything going on, the month's going to be shorter for work. So everybody has to, get, 4.5 weeks worth of work done in 3 weeks. And that's what's going on. And, getting everything done so that it's done by the 23rd or the 24th. Actually, the business week is going to end on the 20th this year. So I'm looking at the calendar. 3 weeks of work. 3 weeks to basically do 5 weeks of work. So that's what's going on. And 3 weeks of time to get ready for the last 2 weeks of the year. Even something like going on vacation. A lot of people will pack way ahead of time, or they'll make lists of things they want to do. And that's always good to be able to plan ahead and be ready ahead of time. But sometimes you just got to grab your ticket for the plane and just call the cab or get in the car and drive to the airport and just make it on the plane. If that's the thing. You just got to do it. Just do whatever it is. Just keep up with whatever the next thing is. This week I had a baby shower. My my cousin's wife having a baby. Very exciting. Happy for them. Congratulations. In Huntington. And, I got there and I forgot that it was something that I had to do on Saturday afternoon. And then I remembered at the last minute, I was like, I kept thinking, Saturday night, is there something I have to do? I'm going to be home. There was something I was going to do, but I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be home. But it wasn't that it was something for Saturday night. It was that Saturday during the day, I was going to be at the baby shower, and I knew it would go late, till like 5 or 6 o'clock, and I wouldn't be able to plan anything for Saturday night, so I was going to be home. But my brain, did that calculation. Yeah, I planned that ahead of time. But then I forgot it. And so there it was, like Friday, I was like, oh, that's right. Tomorrow's the baby shower. I have to go there. I have to go to Huntington at noon. I couldn't find the invitation. I finally found it because I did put it someplace I would locate. And, yeah, I'm running out of the house to get there because that was the thing to do to keep up. And I realized I didn't buy a gift, I was like, yikes, no gift. And you know what? I'm just going to go on. She's registered Babies R Us. I'm just going to go online and I'll pick something out and I'll have it delivered to their house because, you're allowed to do that. The etiquette says you're allowed to give gift a day, day after the party or whatever. So the important thing there was I didn't have time to plan ahead and go buy a gift or order something or whatever. The plan was to just make it to the party. That was the important thing, was to just keep up and make it to the party. And the funny thing was when I got there, I was talking to some other people who are also crazed at this time of the year. And I had a pretty dress. I just threw on a pretty dress that I have in my closet. And that was good. It worked. But somebody that was there was commenting that they didn't really have time to even get dressed up. They were just in their jeans and their boots, and they just wanted to, that it was too much to just plan ahead and get something ready to wear. They just wanted to make it to the party. And I thought, again, sometimes it's nice to plan ahead and be ahead of stuff, but the important thing is just keep up. Just keep up with whatever obligation you have to do that day or, tonight. If you could see my house right now, I've pulled all of my Christmas stuff out of the attic so I could start decorating. And today was my day for decorating and watching football. I did watch football. I was on the phone with a friend for a while, which was very important to me. So that became a priority to me today. And but I have not really done any decorating. I think after the show, I'm going to go and there's another football game on. So I love decorating and watching football at the same time. So I'll watch the Sunday night football game and I'll do a little decorating. And am I ahead? No, I'm not ahead. My house looks like a warehouse with all the boxes. It's not where I want it to be. But I'm keeping up. And I know that by next week, all of the decorations will be up. Or most of them, whatever I can get up. If I can't get to it, if it's not that important, then it won't go up. If I don't get the extra lights outside, or if I don't get, the easy stuff like all the Grinch toys, they'll all go out because they're just not much effort on that. Again, for holiday party, instead of cooking ahead of time, just order in. Just order Heroes, order Big Ziti. Go to your local pizza place. Everybody has catering this year. Even if it's cooking for your family. Even if you don't want to have to worry about, having dinner ready for 12 people or however many it is. There's so much stuff that's out there now. They have pre-cut cheese now. I had a friend who said, I would never, my friend Ernie, I'd never buy pre-cut cheese. I buy it all the time. Pre-cut cheese. Guess what? It works just as well. And it's nice, uniform slices. You don't got to worry about it. You just open it up, the pack. It's already cut. You just lay it out. So in that case, you're just keeping up. You want to put out cheese and crackers? Guess what? 1 box of crackers, 1 box of pre-cut cheese, and you're done. There are things that are out there that's spiral ham, already cooked, pre-cooked food. You just put it in the oven for 20 minutes or 40 minutes, and it heats up, and it's done. So there are a lot of ways to, if you can't get ahead, just to keep up. And, in the end, if you're struggling for Christmas presents or whatever, Just go online. Order them from Amazon. I just ordered a bunch of stuff. I ordered some business stuff. I ordered printing toner because I always run out of it. And there's a perfect example. I ran out of toner this week, and my printer doesn't give me any notice at all. It just is like, done. You're out of toner. Too bad. No more printing as of right now. Not even one page left. And I always want to think ahead and have an extra toner cartridge already here so that if I run out of toner, I can just put the next one in. And it never happens. I always buy one. So I'm just keeping up. And so what I did was I went online and I ordered like 4 toner cartridges. So, I can have them now, and it's the end of the year. It's a good time to stock up for business. But what I do have is I have a color printer. So when my black and white printer runs out, I can plug into my color printer. And last Thursday, I was able to print up some stuff for business on my color printer, in black and white. And I was able to keep up that way. So I wasn't ahead by having toner in the printer, but I was able to keep up. There's always going to be a way that you're able to just keep up if you can't get ahead. So that's okay. It's not really the way you want to live your life all the time. You want to have the ability to pre-plan and be ready, especially for contingencies. The whole idea of leaving early for work's been working great for me. I'm really happy about that. It's becoming really a habit now. I really leave the house, like 20 after 8 and get to the courthouse at like 10 after 9. And that is definitely important to stay ahead. Now, if it's something that, whatever, I couldn't get out of the house till 8:30 or 8:40, and I get to the courthouse, as long as I get there by 9:25 or 9:30, and I make my calendar calls, then I'm just keeping up. And sometimes that's good enough. It's good enough to just keep up if you can't stay ahead. Hi, Linda. I noticed the little faces. I see my little faces of people. Yay. Hi. So, I was looking for, my quotes that I like to print up. And it was funny because there weren't too many quotes about just keeping up. There were a lot of quotes about not giving up. Now, there's a little bit of a difference between not giving up, which, you shouldn't do, and just keeping up. Not giving up is just when you keep going forward, but just keeping up is when you have to just be ready right now. Whatever needs to be done has to be done right now. And as long as you're at the spot where you're ready for what has to be done right now, then you're keeping up. It's not about giving up. But I thought it was funny that there were very few quotes about keeping up, and mostly about, don't give up, it's going to happen, keep trying, like to fight the good fight and all of that stuff. That's not what I'm talking about now. What I'm talking about is, just keeping up. So this is what I found. And even though this is kind of close to the never give up, and it did print out in color, because I'm using my color printer right now, because I did get the toner. I got the toner today, but I didn't put it in my printer yet, but I will, and then I'll be ready for tomorrow. So this is from Dean Carnezies. I don't know who he is. He's a runner, marathon runner, and he says, run when you can, walk if you have to, crawl if you must, but never give up. So that reminded me of the theories that I'm having about, running would be like being able to be ahead and having a lot of stuff done, or your Christmas shopping done or whatever, or walking so that you have the idea of what you want to get every people for Christmas. But then if you get down to the point where you're just crawling, it's okay. It's okay to crawl as long as you're keeping up, just keeping up with your responsibilities, keeping up with the things that you have to do. And that's what you have to do sometimes. Lots of times I'm just keeping up, especially this time of the year. It's busy, and it's okay. It's okay to just keep up because, maybe after the new year you'll be able to be ahead. But right now it's just important to keep up. And here's another quote from Karen Samuelson in color as well, because of my color printer. And I like this one because it says, never give up, no matter how much, and sorry, it's backwards, I didn't switch it. No matter how much You gotta be freaking kidding me. Life throws at you. So this is the thing. We're trying to get ahead, but life is going to throw this at you. You got to be freaking kidding me. Like, like you're going out to go someplace and you're out of gas, or you got to stop for gas, or God help you, you have a flat tire. And you're like, here I am. I'm trying to get where I'm going and I have a flat tire. It's like, you got to be freaking kidding me. But if you're able to change that tire or borrow someone else's car or get a ride somewhere, as long as you make it to the place on time, now you're just keeping up. You're keeping up with your responsibilities that you have to do. And that can be good enough. We have to be satisfied when things are getting crazy, when life is throwing you got to be freaking kidding me stuff at you, that it's okay to just keep up and don't worry about people everybody's going to have an opinion about what you could have done better. Those tires were old, you should have checked them, or how come you didn't get gas yesterday? Everybody's going to have an opinion about it, but it doesn't matter what other people think. My favorite Abraham Maslow quote, be independent of the good opinion of other people. If anybody else saw my living room, or, I have 2 Christmas trees this year. That's a long story. People think I'm crazy. I don't worry about other people's opinions about me. So that's the important thing. And if I am just keeping up, if I'm by the skin of my teeth, I don't know. Does teeth have skin? Because I don't know what that really means. Does anybody know skin of my teeth? I don't know what the skin of your teeth is. It must be like, I don't know. You're holding on to the last string and you're hanging on to that last string just to get things done, get things out, keep up with what you have to do. It's okay. It's okay to be doing it by the skin of your teeth. The truth of the matter is, nobody else is really going to know that. Like the lady that showed up at the baby shower in her jeans and boots, I didn't say, how come you're wearing jeans and boots? Why didn't you, dress up? If she didn't say to me, I just barely made it to this party, I didn't even have time to change, I never even would have noticed it. By the time my Christmas decorations are up, nobody's going to know that I did it at the last minute by the skin of my teeth. Or if I'm getting to court at 9:28 and I'm answering the calendar at 9:30. As long as I'm answering the calendar at 9:30, nobody's going to know that I got there at 9:28. So lots of times when you're just keeping up, nobody's really going to know it. Only you. You're the only one that's going to know that you're, made it by the skin of your teeth. So it's okay. It can kind of almost be like a little secret for yourself that, I pulled this together at the last minute. Me not having a topic and not posting a topic on Thursday or Friday. And I was a little worried about it. I don't even know if anybody noticed that I didn't post a topic Thursday or Friday or Saturday. And that today was my first noted topic to not worry about getting ahead, just keep up. Because it was such a busy week. All I could do was keep up. So I'm glad I did. And here I am still, since February, almost a year. I'm doing this 10 months every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. And it's really quite an accomplishment. And, some days I have more prep than others. You guys wouldn't know. You guys wouldn't know if I prepped for a week or for a day or for 10 minutes. Because I'm here at 8 o'clock and you're just tuning in. And like, okay, here's Diana. She's keeping up. I'm keeping up with my 8 o'clock show. And you guys are keeping up. I could see I have my regular Linda, and is Anthony watching too? And I have somebody from my Epic Union, and Annette. Oh, Annette made it. Hey guys. So right, you guys are making it. It doesn't matter. Let's imagine you're just keeping up with the show too, right? So you're driving, you're trying to get home. You're like, oh, Diana show's at 8 o'clock. We're shopping. Let's just go to the parking lot. We're in the parking lot. Let's just look at our phone. We can watch on our phone while we're sitting in the parking lot. And that would be enough just to keep up. You don't have to be sitting on your couch with, some popcorn and, waiting for the show to start. I think when when Game of Thrones was, when I was the opening act for Game of Thrones, a lot of people were probably a lot closer to their TV. But right now, I imagine that people are all running around getting a lot of stuff done. It's a very busy day. Jeff, I don't know if that's you on, but sorry, the Patriots lost again today. That's a shame. They were trying to keep up, but they couldn't. So, there's a lot of stuff going on and people are doing stuff. It's okay if you're just keeping up. Just try not to fall behind. It's the falling behind thing where the stress starts to develop. I mean, there's stress in planning ahead. There's stress in just keeping up. But the most stress is in falling behind. Because once you fall behind, then you have to expend extra energy to catch up. So just do what you have to do to maintain. Maintain whatever you're doing at the time. And if you need help, get help. If you need to pre-order stuff, get stuff that's pre-made food, pre-made gifts, order stuff online. I grabbed a dress out of the closet to go to that party. I didn't think much about it, just threw it on and went. Sometimes we have stuff that's, in the nick of time when you're down to the last minute and you don't even, we probably do that without even realizing it. Even something like breakfast. Sometimes I'll have, I guess this is like thinking ahead, I'll boil some eggs. So I have boiled eggs in the refrigerator. And if I don't have time to eat breakfast in the morning, lots of times I'll just grab something, a banana or something on the way out the door. It's okay because I'll just grab a banana or an egg or I'll grab some fruit and I'll just run out the door and I'll be eating it in my car while I'm driving to work. Sorry, that's sometimes how I have breakfast. But at least I'm keeping up. I'm keeping up with having food in my stomach, for my work day, for the day. So it's okay. It's okay to just keep up. Nobody knows it. Now, if I was behind and I left the house without having anything to grab, without having a banana or without having eggs or whatever, or even a breakfast bar, now I'm running out and I don't have any fuel in my body for the day. So that's a falling behind situation. So it's okay if you just are keeping up. It can be enough. And then if you see that there are situations in your life, like here's the breakfast thing is something that I have to always keep up on. And I don't sit on, today I made an amazing omelet for myself because it was Sunday. Linda, I did a paleo omelet. You'll be happy to know. I'm trying to go back to the paleo thing. I did it for a while. It was so good. I felt stronger. I felt thinner, and then forget it. Then I could not keep up with paleo. I started eating candy and pasta. Not good. So now I'm going back to paleo. So today I made a beautiful breakfast for myself because I had the time and it was not a problem. But sometimes I'll just grab something and run out the door just to keep up. So that's okay. Nobody knows. If I'm at the courthouse and I'm running on the energy that I'm burning off from a banana or something I grabbed out of the last minute, it's okay. People won't know that. Nobody will know that. If I'm starving and my brain is not working because I didn't have any food and I'm getting frustrated or short-tempered because I'm at work and my brain is not operating on all cylinders, then people might notice that. People might notice if you're falling behind because, when you're running to catch up, you sometimes make mistakes. So if you have to just keep up, it's okay. Just don't fall behind. Funny thing, my clock that I've been using to time myself is not on right now. So I'm trying to keep up with how much time I'm on, and I can't because I don't have the clock running. So I don't know what time it is. Linda, you usually tell me what time it is. So next week is the 15th, the middle of December. I'm probably going to be talking to you about stress for the holidays because it's going to be, right now I'm at it's early for me still. The stress isn't going to kick in about getting all my holiday stuff done until next week. This week was busy. I don't know, work should be very busy this week coming up as well. But next week it's going to be about, the holidays, trying to avoid the stress of the holidays. I'll be thinking this week about, and I'll be hopefully planning ahead and looking at different ideas on how to avoid stressful holidays and how to have fun. Most important thing, how to have fun during the holidays. It's always easy to get stressed out. And there's always going to be another way to look at things. So you have to keep that in mind. The way you look at something, if it's causing you stress, like if you're anticipating stress for the holidays, like I'm talking about, there's another way to look at it. Sometimes, I'm thinking about going to Florida for Christmas. I don't know if I'm going to drive. I don't know if I'm going to fly. Both of those things are going to have their own types of stress that go with it. So I can anticipate what kind of stress goes with which one, and then I can try and avoid and work around it so that it's not as stressful or as difficult as it could be in without planning ahead. And then you can enjoy the holidays. And I hate to say it too, sometimes stress can be fun. That doesn't sound like it makes sense, but sometimes, especially around the holidays, if you're like hurrying up to get stuff. I remember when I was in college, my finals used to go till like December 23rd. And I literally would do all my Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. And you know what? I really loved it. I really love shopping on Christmas Eve. I will go out on Christmas Eve on purpose. Some people are like, oh my God, I can't go to the mall on Christmas Eve. I'll put on like my Christmas Santa hat. I'll go to the mall and I'll just shop for stupid stuff. For better or worse, I don't have a lot of shopping to do for people because I don't have any children and I don't have any really close family members. I just give my brother money because that's what he would like. And, I buy miscellaneous items throughout, the year that I could just give away. I'm actually considering, turtles. I get turtles, and those are great gifts. So I don't do I have to go shopping. There was a time when I did. There was a time when I did a lot of shopping, and it was a little stressful. But now I like to go out on Christmas Eve and I throw my little Christmas hat on and I go to the mall. And there are a lot of people running around stressed out, and it's really, they're missing the point that it's kind of exciting to shop on Christmas Eve because this is it. This is the last day. This is the last day that you're going to be in the mall or running around and doing stuff. And so I kind of like it. I kind of like the Christmas Eve shopping. And what you do is if you're shopping on Christmas Eve, one year you just get, what I do is I find one item and I just buy the same thing for everybody. One year I bought Polaroid cameras. This is how long ago it was. Polaroid cameras. I don't even know if they exist anymore. And I just bought like 6 Polaroid cameras. I don't even know how much they were. $25, $30. And I gave one to all my family members. Everybody had their own Polaroid camera. And I bought film. So it was really great and really fun. When you're down to the end, when you're down to the last minute. Nowadays, they have a lot of things, gift cards. I like food cards, like Outback Steakhouse, one of my favorite places to eat. I could just go in and buy, a bunch of Outback Steakhouse cards, and you could give them as gifts. Is it problematic? Do people think it's like not taking an effort to do stuff? You know what? If that's what you're doing to just keep up, then nobody should complain about it. And who doesn't want to get an Outback Steakhouse gift card? I can't understand. I couldn't imagine somebody, maybe some vegetarians, okay? But they have, I don't know if they have vegetarian stuff on the menu because I always eat meat when I go there. But, there could be, there's lots of stuff that people need. People have these iPods and they have music cards. And then the person can get it themselves. I mean, we've gotten into a world where everything is so technologically connected. And so much individuality at the same time that it's hard to shop for people unless you know exactly what they want. Like the Peloton bike lady, if they just started that commercial with a wish list that said, I want a Peloton bike for Christmas, there would be no hubbub about whether or not it's insulting that her husband got her a Peloton bike. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard that people are getting upset about. Besides the fact that she's already skinny and she doesn't really need a Peloton bike, but I heard it said that if the woman was overweight and he gave her a Peloton bike, that would be even more insulting. So, you can't please everybody. So if you're getting into a little point of stress and you're running a little behind, cut corners to keep up. Buy gift certificates. Order stuff online. Shop at the last minute. And don't be upset about it. If you're just keeping up and you're shopping at the last minute, enjoy it. Christmas only comes once a year. And Christmas Eve is the last time that you're going to be able to shop for Christmas. I like shopping then, because it makes me feel like I'm right in the heat of it. Shopping for Christmas in October. Some people do that. I'm doing my Christmas shopping in October. That can't be fun. It's fun to be done with it, I guess. Avoid the stress of being done with it. But the stores aren't decorated. There's no excitement. There's no Christmas trees all over the place. And there's no sales going on at the last minute. And if you're not shopping for something like that, you need an extra, extra large of a specific colored sweater made out of 100% New Zealand lamb's wool. If you're not looking for something that specific, then just go in and enjoy it. Find something that's there. Just keep up. And there's always, boxes of candy. Even my friend Charlotte, I always get her sugar-free apple pie because she's has a diabetic issue. So she can't have sugar. So I know exactly where to go for the sugar-free apple pie, and I always get it for her. And she knows it's sugar-free. It says right on it's sugar-free. It's not cheating. And she loves it, actually, because she can eat it and she can enjoy it. And it's good. I've had it with her. I think they make it with applesauce or something to make it taste sweet, but it's very good. So it's okay to, cut little corners, go down to the last minute, make it by the skin of your teeth. Because if you're just keeping up, it's fine. Nobody else will know it. And then you can plan another time when you're ahead. So that's all I'm going to say for tonight. I don't know what time it is, but I'm pretty sure that Sunday Night Football is on. I'm going to go inside and enjoy it and decorate for Christmas because I've waited all day to do that. And now is the time for me to get a little bit of a start on that. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you next week, December 15th. And I'm sure it's going to be a great show next week. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the whole rest of the year, actually. The rest of the decade. It's fun to say something like, oh, you'll never get that done this decade. Because we can say that now. It's not too often you can say you'll be lucky to get that finished by the end of the decade and actually be correct about it. So this is the time you can say it. So enjoy it. Enjoy using the end of the decade reference while we have 3 more weeks. Because it's going to be another 10 years before you can ever say that again. Unless you're planning on a 10-year project. So think about the stuff that you can get done by the end of the decade. It'll be fun. Until next week, thank you for watching. I love you all, and love is all you need. Thanks. Bye. Have a great week, everybody. See you.